Well, economic specialists are saying that the economy could be on the verge of a comeback. Officials from one of the nation's top banking institutions say there is still proof that the TCI's current financial predicament is too complex to forecast. The proof, says Chief Financial Officer of TCI Bank, is the decrease in banking transactions noticed in recent times. Paul Jobling says the best way to overcome the economic hardships is to save.
I think it's fair to say that people are probably depositing less than they have been. I mean, there's a lack of capital around at the moment. It's not just the Turks and Caicos Islands. I think it's very important to remember that this is a worldwide recession, and it's probably the worst that anybody's ever seen in their life. So, I mean, we're not alone in this. In the situation that we find ourselves in at the moment, but it's just a question of being prudent at this point in time and personally saving as much as you can given the circumstances.
Jobling explained that residents often fail to realize that banks are willing to lend assistance in times of hardship. He says the best alternative is to talk to your bank if there are any changes in salary, which may hinder any repayment plans when it comes to loans.
As responsible people within the community, we're trying as much as we possibly can to work with individuals. I mean, we're looking to partner with people and certainly not wishing to create more havoc than already exists within the marketplace. So we are trying to act as responsibly as we possibly can and work with customers as much as possible.
As for savings, most experts advise that 60% of a person's salary should be put aside for the unavoidable expenditures like your mortgage, your groceries, or gas. The next 40% should be divided to take care of a retirement fund, a savings fund, a miscellaneous fund, and non-essential needs.
It's very, very important to have a plan and to put down in writing what you get in and what your necessary expenses are. Then you'll find the figure, which is a residual, which is the amount that you should be putting away. I mean, different individuals have different commitments, so it's a bit of a tough call to put a fixed percentage on. But I think planning is so important in this, and the budgeting aspect to find out what your residual figure is, and that's the figure you should be putting away.
Jobling explained that those nearing retirement age should be even more concerned with saving for the future.
I mean, effectively all you need is a calculator and a piece of paper and a pen, and you have to basically put down what your income is and what your necessary expenses are. And I think it's very important to stress that in times like these, you've got to be very prudent about what you spend. I mean, times have changed in the last few years, and companies and individuals, when times are good, probably spend a lot more money than when times are not so good. But I think you have to look at what is absolutely necessary, put that down on a piece of paper, work out what your excess is. It may be $15 a week, it may be $10 a week, but if there's anything at all that you have as excess, then in the long term it's going to be to your benefit to put as much away as you can for retirement.